We have caution on the speedway just as fast as we were doing our Feel the Thunder. Steve Affont and a couple of other trucks have got together in the back straightaway entering turn 3. Caution down for the 6th time.
Steve Affont. Looking at Steve Affont, it looks like he came in late there, Wesley, after the wreck. I'm watching the replay now. I see Josh White was up against the fence on the inside, back up against it, actually. So we're trying to see exactly where this started. It looked like it was just going into turn 3. You see all the smoke ahead.
It's Josh White in the concrete, and the one truck got together as well, the Copenhagen entry. And, well, tough break under yellow flag again. 6th time here at Dover.
Josh White, another victim here. Yeah, Josh White in the Josh White truck. He looks live right now on the infield here in the pit lane, trying to get things repaired. I don't believe, again, I don't know how many fast repairs he's used up. We're looking at the replay one more time. It looks like that number 1 truck actually had the issue hitting the inside wall, apparently lost it off of turn 2, collecting the 8 of Josh White down to the inside. Oh, my goodness, a hard hit. Who was that blue truck there that we just saw? I'm trying to see that, Wesley.
What a hit. We're checking the replay here. Yeah, we're looking here. As this started long before White and company and the 1 got involved. The 24 truck. Yeah, the 24 got collected there. And
Dakota Kramer, unfortunately, involved in that.
What a tough break for Kramer. It looks like it started with Josh White battling along the 1 truck, and then we have the exchange there. Josh White from Charleston, West Virginia, celebrated his 29th birthday yesterday. Forgets the phone, wallet, and keys when he's walking out of the house and never will stop driving like a moonshiner. He's actually had a stint in the military. Fighting Marine is what they call him. And he's been running back and forth with ARCA NASCAR competition. And he's a spotter for JP Winshitty. So we got under the caution flag lap number 56 of 200 here in the Wooden Vine Wine Bar and Bistro 200. They're piping in that broadcast in Charlotte, so thank you for them at the restaurant. I know they're not allowed to sell alcoholic beverages, but Ray Richard, Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina, did open up phase 1 of the return of trying to get our country and states back to order again, and people are going out at the restaurants and celebrating. So we appreciate them piping in the broadcast from the Wooden Vine in Charlotte. I'm about to stop by and see him in a few weeks when I'm at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I actually lived down in that area for a couple of years myself, and kind of miss it. It's a beautiful area down there. Very nice people, very nice place, and I'm back up here in old New York where actually it's supposed to snow tonight, believe that or not, Wesley. Oh, my goodness, high of 39. But next week, we got the official call of spring. I'm hearing 70s possibly by Friday. But weather forecast aside, back here at Dover, Josh Downing in that 23 machine up front. Pace car lights still on. It looks like we're still under caution. A few guys getting service done, trying to get those trucks back out there after a wreck right now between the number 1 truck. Let me see, who is that? That's Ace Waller. Unfortunately, lost it coming off of turn 2. Collecting Josh White and a few other guys. A 24 machine just railing Josh White, unfortunately, too. Dakota Kramer, that puts him in last place 5 laps down. Just trying to keep up tonight and keep it on track. So, but again, pace car lights on. We'll see what happens here at the line. We don't have the warning half the time, exception to right here. Pace car lights off. Everybody will double them up and get ready to go green next time by. And by the way, Wesley, look on that outside of that second row.
Watch that second row there as we'll get ready to bring it back for the restart. Lap 58 of 200. Josh White Racing eSports Truck Series. This is the Wooden Vine 200 from Dover. Ray Richard, Wesley Outland, as we'll be ready to bring them back to the green flag on lap number 59. The field will take the green flag. This is working lap number 58 as we work completion of caution flag at number 6. The leader out in front is Josh Downing in that 23 truck. He's the first of 5 trucks that have led the first quarter of this race as the field will get ready. He's a big Air Jordan fan. Don't forget to check out that ESPN documentary of The Last Dance. He is phenomenal. Talking about the story of Phil Jackson and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and, of course, Michael Jordan. His Toyota gets ready to battle alongside Sacco as they get ready to come to the corner. Off of turn number 4, the iRacing pace car is in. Barney, the flagman on the starter stand, virtually waves the green flag. They're back to speed here at Dover. They roar side by side. Now Downing gets the break. He'll pull to the inside, but a 3-truck battle now for second, back to 1.
Number 2 of Mullins to the bottom side, and the 12 right now of Downing will follow him through. It's Brantley, actually, side by side with a 29 on the outside towards the fence, still able to hold it side by side. Now it shuts the door for third place for the number 12 truck. Number 12 truck fighting to stay in that top 4, but now the top 4 looks like they're pulling away from the number 3 of Andrew Hurley, who is in 5th place spot.
So Downing, Mullins, they are 1 and 2. That's the first time we've mentioned that number 2 Miller Light Truck Toyota start to now battle in the field. There's your top 4 single file. Downing has opened up a 0.2866 second interval from the leaders as they hit the back straightaway. And a caution will come out again. 7th yellow flag of the race. Caution number 7 here at Dover. And 2. That's the first time we've mentioned that number 2 Miller Light Truck.
Sidewall ended up in the green stuff down below. We call nice grass here at Dover. We'll see exactly what happened on the replay as he comes down the backstretch, as you can see here. Got tapped from behind. A little help right now of that wreck coming through 4. And that looked like the 8, unfortunately, of Josh White.
Well, under the yellow flag again. What a tough break. 7th caution of the race here.
The only thing it looked like to me, the 87 was in that second lane, trying to hold it up there. Didn't know the 8 was there and unfortunately came down. So I'm not going to say necessarily his own demise, but the spotter should have been a little bit more on top of that. We see him now coming down the backstretch. More time on the replay. Looks like Josh
was the battle there with Austin McDean and Tanner Carter. And also the other truck. Was that Josh White in the 8?
That was Josh. Josh was making the move to the inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Angled right into him there. So that is why we are under the caution flag for the 8th time.
Just a little bit of a rough night here. Miles is starting to show his ugly head here. Like you were saying off early, but 7 cautions, man. We're, let's see, 62 laps of 200 right now complete on the board. And still a ton of racing to go yet here from Dover.
7 cautions. Caution laps 22 of 62 laps. So that means there's been only 40 laps of green flag racing. 139 laps to go. Coming up on halfway in about 48 laps from now. And then, of course, in addition to that, or 38 laps from now, correction. And in addition to that, we've also had 9 lead changes in this race so far. So that's the way it stands with lap 62 of 200. 38 laps to the halfway mark, as I reiterated on here in the Wooden Vine Wine Bar and Bistro 200. And the Downing man is leading the way, riding on board with Arizona as the sponsor, Arizona Painting. And there's the man leading in the number 23 truck. Looking good, looking strong. You're going to see Josh White get the wave around in the number 8 truck. He'll power back around from the tail end of the field, and we'll see these top 2 battle again. But it's all right now. The driver of Austin Downing leading this race here as we'll get ready for a restart in a moment, Ray.
Josh White with the wave around there, as you just mentioned. That'll bring him back on 1 lap down. They may even have time to give him 1 more back, depending on what the officials do here. Pace car lights are still on, which means at least another lap and a half around this facility, as these guys are kind of doubling up a little prematurely here, but that's okay. Kind of getting a little intimidation going on as we kind of see him go down the backstretch here. Again, I'm keeping my eye on that number 12 of Eric Brantley. Nothing to be shy of, man. He knows how to handle that truck, and last week he was our winner. So, again, fighting his way all the way up through the pack. Started quite towards the tail end. Actually, he started 30th, dead last in this heat. Man, I'll tell you what, great job right now on that number 12 machine. Getting a little bit of TV time tonight and a little bit of sound time here on the networks that we've got going.
Yeah, so we'll see how this whole develops here as this race continues on. Still, there's Eric Brantley, winner. Last Friday night in the special at Charlotte, crashing across the finish line. Shades of the wild race at Charlotte last year, and when it or the race of the All-Star race, the Winston, when we saw Davey Allison and Kyle Petty crash across the line. I said that kind of looked a lot of what happened there from that race, and we're seeing this same battle continue here tonight as we are live on Max Speed TV, the CRN Sports Network, and the field will set for a restart now for the 7th caution of this race. We'll try to reset and go again.
Pace car lights are off, coming down the back stretch into 3. And a little bit of one more shout out there to Brantley with that sponsor of, do I dare say it, BAM or Broke S Motorsports on the left and right quarter panels he's got on that truck. Again, doing a great job, a little advertising for him, even on the back TV panel there, as you see on the broadcast. Pace car will pull off into the pits. The field will come off at turn 4. The 2 right now, a little bit of a premature acceleration, but the 23 takes advantage of Josh Downing. He'll break way out front and give the advantage to the 29 on the bottom side. Sacco will take over the second place spot. 2 still not up to speed just yet. That gives the advantage to Brantley in the 12. He's heading for 3rd place.
Well, here we go again. Let's see how things develop as here comes Brantley. He'll move up to the number 2 spot. Sacco falls back into the 4th position. Mullins is there as well. Brantley on a tear, running them down. He's in 3rd, but still the man leading the way, the 23. Downing as they come across the stripe back to turn 1.
Sacco now in the 2nd place spot, but right behind him on his tailgate, Eric Brantley in that number 12 machine. Brantley to the low line, looking to the inside, decides to go back up, follow the tracks down through turn 3. 29, a little bit of a higher line than what Brantley is taking. Brantley still 1 length back in 3rd place. Behind him, Derek Mullins at number 2, who was on the outside of the front line, tried to jump it, but not enough of a rush to get going. Behind him again, Randy LeBouf. He is actually in the 5th place spot. Behind him, Chris Baines in that number 54 machine. There's your top 6 right now going down the backstretch.
And we'll try again here as they make way off the corner. That battle continuing still for position. Back across the line. It is still the man leading the way. It's Mullins going back off the corner, trying to size up the leader. It's still Josh Downing. Brantley's in that mix. Those battles now side by side. Now fade back out single file as Derek Mullins falling back to 3rd as they exit off turn 4. 4th actually.
Mullins still in 4th, still back about 5 truck lengths from that 12, but the battle right now I'm looking at is in the 2nd place. Looks like the 29 and 12 and just basically following each other for the past couple laps. 12 every now and then will stick his nose out like he just did there down the backstretch. But there he goes to the inside. 29 going high, allowing him to take over 2nd place. Now we're going to see if Brantley can chase down the leader.
Another opportunity awaits as those fields will exit off the corner. Here he comes again. Ready for another opportunity to pounce with Brantley. What a show he put on at Charlotte last week in the Broadwing 200 Special. This is round 1 of the Josh White Racing eSports Truck Series on Max Speed TV, the CRN Sports Network, as we see Josh Dowling, Eric Brantley battling now for 1 and 2. Here comes Sacco. He's in 3rd. Mullins 4th. They roar back to single file at the bottom of 2.
Little old blanket from 2nd on back to 6th right now. 29, 2, 9, 54, and the 22 actually in 7th place. As I'm watching up front with that number 12 of Eric Brantley. Brantley is pulling away from Sacco in 3rd place. 2 truck lengths separates them, but he is heading towards Josh Downing. Last 2 laps was .52, then it went down to .41. Now a gap of .36 at the line. They'll come down the backstretch. He is gaining on the leader.
Back across the stripe again as you reiterated on this battle continuing here. Brantley. And we got a spin, 1 truck up into the wall. No yellow flag yet. Brantley, we're watching him steal no caution. We had a truck shoot up the track, go into the wall. No yellow flag. Will stay green for the time being. They're at speed on the back straightaway.
That was a number 2, unfortunately, of Mullins. It looks like he may have gotten a little bit of help there. But again, we continue back up front with Brantley. And now the gap has not changed much at all. .372. They'll come across the straight. Reading come up on my screen. .379. Nice and even with the front pack right now. The leader 23 of Josh Dowling. Gap right now, .379 last time at the line. Brantley taking his time getting to the leader, but he has closed in a little bit more, a little bit every lap. Again, he's doing his best to save his tires for a long run.
Battling for that position. Look at the gap, top right of the screen. You'll see the interval as they're starting to reel each other in there.
I believe, unfortunately, we may have lost Wesley here. We'll continue on. Brantley in second place.